What's cracking, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's your boy C-Dub. Today we got two matches. First up, we got the Wild Man, Josh Macuga, taking on Nick Scarpino. And then we got the Godfather, Drew Mcweeny, taking on the Beast, William Bibbiani. These are going to be two fantastic matches. Let's get it started.
I have an unbridled drive to win and to succeed in life. No matter how many times I lose, no matter how many times I get beaten down, we'll never get crushed.
I love to compete. I will take on anybody. I'm a winner at heart. I've won before. Every time that I've stepped up since my run in the singles match, everybody thinks that was a fluke, and I'm proving them right.
Special match with the obvious competitors involved. This is the first ever Patreon match. This is the first Patreon match that if you are a patron, you would get this match 1 week early, and then this match will air on Collider Video, will be airing on Collider Video during the undercard. It will be an undercard of Mcweeny and Bibbiani. And we got a lot of, look, we have at least 3 Italians on this card.
Yeah, I mean, quick, Christian, I didn't hear a lot of what you said because my ears are ringing from all the woos that were going on backstage.
Oh, yeah.
It sounded like Ric Flair met the movie Multiplicity starring Michael Keaton. What a matchup we have today.
Well, it's so funny because, like, when we were going over, like, because Breanne Chandler, who was helping us with the Patreon, we were talking about what would be the ideal, what would be the best first Patreon match.
And we said anyone but Macuga and Scarpino,
right,
and here we are today.
No, but it just made sense. Look, these two, when Scarpino made his debut against Mark Bernardini, you're like, well, wait a minute, that's another version of Macuga. And you said, and then he not only does he call out Macuga that he wants to be on a team with him, but then in his next match against Rachel, he wears an I Love Macuga shirt, and they looked like they were destined to be a team. But then the Wildberries happen. And so we don't have Scarpino and Macuga as a team, but you do have them going head-to-head today.
It's interesting you hit on that because I sense a bromance forming here, but then there's
already formed.
Deeply rooted history of hatred between the two men and the two families. So get this. So one of Macuga's parents and one of Scarpino's parents both hail from the Italian region of Calabrese. Their other parents both hail from the Italian region of Chuck E. Cheese. It's going to be a crazy matchup here today.
I like that only because I know how much research you put into it.
I literally Googled it.
I know.
Chuck E. Cheese.
But they do have kind of the same narrative if you look at it, because Scarpino...
Beards.
Beards for sure, but he's really good at trivia. The 0-2 record should not fool you because he went up against Bernardini, he went up against Cushing, and he sat in a murderer's row at the free-for-all and still wound up scoring like 3 or 4 points. Macuga has been one of the staples of the Schmoedown. He made it to the finals in the first tournament we ever had. He was almost the champion. He has gone very, very far in the singles league. He's had some very memorable, magical matches, if you will, but he's been on a skid in the singles. He's 7-8 right now. Him and JTE, I think, are tied for the most matches ever in Schmoedown history. He needs a win, and Scarpino needs a win, so this is a match that needs to happen.
At the end of today, will everybody be saying Scarpino, oh my lord, what a win for Nick, or will they be saying Macuga, that guy in his luck? Congratulations, Josh.
You're on fire today, and I love the shirt.
Crushing it, as always, Mark Ellis.
All right, let's get to the interviews first. Here we go.
0-2 is definitely not where Scarpino wants to be right now. When I get on a plane to LA, I come here to win. I will not leave this place 0-3. Oh, he tells me Rachel Cushing, she's gonna go down easy. Oh, Mark Bernardine, they're gonna go down easy. You're put at a table of killers for the free-for-all, and I go in there and I get smashed. So I call up Harlow, and I'm like, hey, Christian, what are you doing, buddy? Throw me a softball on this one. Give me a little meat and potatoes, you know? Like a cold dish. And who does he bring me?
You got the softball himself, Josh Macuga. Softball? You're calling me a softball?
I'm not calling you a softball. I'm calling you a softball.
I think we're close enough friends that we would play on a softball team together.
Actually,
I am not a softball.
I actually asked him, I was like, can I just hang out with Macuga for a little bit? And he was like, yeah, that sounds fun. Because, as you know, I don't understand, you're part of this Wildberries team now.
Wildberries, greatest team in the history of the Schmoedown. You can buy t-shirts anywhere. Listen.
What happened to Beard to Beard? Our team, Beard to Beard. Remember when I said that in my exit interview and you said, cool, we're on the team now, Beard to Beard?
Man.
I'm just saying. I've been betrayed once, not going to happen again.
It would have been Beard to Beard, but now it's Beard versus Beard in the ultimate singles. Listen, the fans have been asking for this. I am currently the master of playing in matches, not so much winning them. I'm coming off a knockout, not the best. And I love you as a person, as a friend, as a brother in Beard, but I'm going to have to beat you today. I'm sorry, man.
As one of the only other Italians in Los Angeles, sir, it pains me to say, but you are going down hard. Hard.
I could play a lot of jokes there about going down hard, but I'm not. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put my best foot forward, Nick Scarpino. Italian versus Italian. Beard versus beard. Friend versus friend. In the ultimate Schmoedown. Movie trivia. Everything that Christian doesn't want me to say in the microphone right now, I am saying it.
Look, no surprise there.
Isn't that cute?
Scarpino's in the middle of giving his speech about how he wants to come back, and Macuga just crashes the interview, and then they look like they're ready to just go out and having a drink and not even realizing that they're still playing a match.
Happy Valentine's Day late.
Way late. We're in March now, Mark.
I know, it's great to be here. Madness!
Way to show your cards. All right, so let's get to the tail of the tape. There you go. Josh Macuga and Scarpino have very similar strengths. You've got 80s movies, action movies. And what else is that strength? Read that right there, Mark.
I think it says journey knowledge.
Journey
Will it be early journey before Steve Perry joined the band? We're about to find out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia showdown. Introducing first, representing Kinda Funny, with a record of 0 wins, 2 defeats. He is the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino. He knows how to make an entrance. Look at him.
He's not taking a call today. It's all business here. For Nick Scarpino. You know, maybe the most confident 0-2 player we've ever seen.
Ever, because like I said, the 0-2, it should not. It doesn't really
start. They spelled my name right, so that's good.
Scarpino.
And his opponent, representing the Wildberries, with a record of 7 wins, 8 defeats. He is the 2014 Ultimate Schmoedown finalist, the Wildberries, Josh Macuga.
Look at Josh!
Where's the dance?
There's a nice hug.
Where's the dance?
Macuga and Scarpino.
He's waiting for it. He's waiting. And there's the dance. There it is. The famous Macuga Wildman
The
dance.
dance that took down Darren Tubb once upon a time.
Wax it off.
He added a step there at the end. Like Wildberry.
He has defeated international television superstars with his dancing. Can he defeat Nick Scarpino with his movie trivia knowledge?
Well, the Wildberries are going to be the first team match ever at the live event on March 15th.
Dear God, are we already close to that?
All right, well, we are at a singles match here. Mark, tell us the rules So round number 1.
In round number 1, each competitor and the field indeed is going to hear 8 questions from 8 different movie categories. Once we ask the question up here, you have 15 seconds to write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard in front of you with the marker provided so kindly by us. Each question is worth 1 point. There is no sniffing of the markers. There is no penalty for missing a question in round 1.
Question real quick. So if you get them all right, you get a bonus. But because we're like really good at being entertaining and also handsome and have beards, if we get 5 right, can we get a
8
bonus?
questions in round 1, Christian Harlow.
Cool,
All right,
cool,
Macuga,
cool.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Scarpino, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Now let's get ready to Schmoedown!
Round number 1. Here we go, guys. In the category of animated, here you go. Your first question.
Animated.
You'll find characters by the name of Chief Bogo, Nick Wilde, and Judy Hopps in what animated film?
Favorite animated
I think
movie
you
of
mean
all
Nick
time.
Scarpino,
Go.
not Nick Hobbs.
Hops.
My favorite of all time.
Bang on this
animated
one.
movie.
Yeah.
Probably still go
5, 4, 3.
I don't know anymore.
2, 1. 10's down. All right, Macuga.
Okay, I know this movie.
So you
It's
got nothing.
Animals?
Animals is incorrect. Nick.
I just wrote an I and an N. Nothing really there.
All right, so you're both
Just-
wrong. It's Zootopia.
Zootopia. Damn it! I
That's what
knew
it
it.
was.
I knew it.
Next category.
We're tied.
What
Oh,
an
man.
effort.
Still
Got-
tied for first.
Still on track for that bonus point.
Yeah,
Still
it's
on
gonna be
track
great.
for
Christian,
that
these
bonus
two
point.
laying it all out there on the movie trivia desk. Your next category comes from the world of comedies. Your question is, in Happy Gilmore, who plays Hal L., the sadistic orderly who runs the nursing home?
No, they look like they both know that. I mean,
Happy Gilmore, what happened to that Adams family?
Can I tell him
What?
something?
I got it.
4,
Took me a second.
3,
Gotta get the old
2,
neurons firing.
1. All right, how are they working?
Ben Stiller.
That's correct.
Thank
Macuga.
Ben Stiller.
There you go,
Come on.
1-1.
Mister,
It's-
get me out of here!
What
Share
a
the
great
same.
performance.
All right, here we go. Category
Tasty.
3 is dramas, gentlemen. Dramas.
Ooh.
Who directed Black Swan?
Oh.
Black Swan. Not to be confused with Swan Lake, a ballet I attended last night.
Or not to be
was lovely.
confused
You know
with-
you've never been to a ballet. You shut it.
I went to one once. Don't recommend it.
No.
Duh.
No.
There you go.
It was so long.
3,
You know what's worse?
2,
Musicals.
1.
I like musicals.
Macuga.
Darren Aronofsky.
You got it. Scarpino.
Darren Aronofsky.
There you go. There we go. So here we go.
I'd like to challenge that. His Aronofsky looks a lot like you. It's kind of.
It's got an I instead of a
Aaron's
Y.
spelling- no, yeah, no.
Spelling is
how did you pronounce it?
Aronofsky.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
All
just. I'm.
All right. I thought you said Aronofsky. All right,
I'm more
here
of
we
a
go.
Judy Hopps kind of guy myself.
Macuga,
believe
the
that.
boy that cried Aronofsky on the desk. Your next question comes from the world of horror thrillers. Don't worry, Josh, there's no killers in the studio today. In 2017's Split, how many girls are kidnapped at the beginning of the film?
Difficult.
That's Split.
Difficult first
You
question.
know what's crazy is I've seen the beginning of Split like 4 times, but I've never made it past minute 10.
4,
Yeah.
Oscar
Sorry,
might
Costa.
lead.
You didn't get to the part
apologize.
with Samuel L. Jackson in it?
1.
No.
Oh,
Is
that's
he
a
in
great
it?
part.
Pens down. All right. So Nick.
Figured he's
3?
in it.
That's correct. Macoogs.
3.
There you go. Tie game.
We are the same person.
It is. It is happening.
person.
It's
Man.
happening. Okay. Next question.
Share a brain.
Okay, I'm going to throw this out there before we go to the next question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is a team allowed to have 3 members? Because I would like to invite Nick Scarpino to be a
Bill
member
Wildberry?
of the Wildberry.
I'd like to accept.
If he moves to LA and goes out of North California.
Let's call my wife.
Can we have a Northern Berries?
Northern
Northern
he can start the
Berries.
division
Yeah.
in Northern California. I
Christian,
like
I'd be up for the
Northern
Wild
Berries.
Berries moving to
Sounds
San
fun.
Francisco.
Hey,
I appreciated that joke very
Thank you.
much so.
Lost
All right.
on the crowd.
It was lost on the crowd, but it was
Lost
brilliant.
on the
It was
competitors.
brilliant. All right,
I
here we
lost
go.
myself in your shirt, Mark. It's delightful.
All right, here you should
Spicy.
say nothing on shirts, sir. Action adventure is your next category, gentlemen. What does John McClane use to swing down from the top of the tower to avoid the explosion in the first Die Hard?
Did you guys just pick questions about movies that I love?
You wish you had him against Kalinowski, don't you?
Yeah, Jesus.
Josh
And
is that guy that
5.
rides in his friend's cars with his feet out the
4.
window because he's extra
It's a great way to
relaxed.
air out
3.
your feet.
Horrific for your
2,
legs.
1, pens down. McCoogs,
It would be a fire hose.
that'd be correct. Scarpino.
Firehouse.
There you go. Okay, next question.
Come on, it's genius.
Let's just stop and watch
From
that.
the world of
Sounds fun.
1980s movies. Movies came out in the decade of the 1980s. What was the name of Doc Brown's dog in 1985's Back to the Future?
Oh, I know.
Stealing some plutonium.
Did you say 85 or 55?
Did you want to use the JTE rule?
Justin Timberlake?
5,
You want to use the JTE rule?
No, I'll keep it.
3, 2, 1.
Just
Pens
Timberlake.
down. All right, and Scarpino.
Einstein?
Correct.
Einstein.
There you go.
See, Mark, I didn't need that old JTE rule. I need you
This is
getting
an
in me
energy
like
demand.
Enrico Palazzo, you jerk.
So, question number 7. Question number 7. Fantasy sci-fi. Besides Leonard Nimoy, who plays Spock in the rebooted Star Trek movie?
Did you know Dr. Spock wrote a book about how to raise babies?
How do you know that?
Yeah, I read a lot of stuff on the toilet.
No, you
Yeah,
don't.
Tiger
5.
Woods
It's all Redskins
biographies,
stuff. 3,
magazines,
Write a
2,
lot of them.
watching Redskins,
1, pen.
baby rearing.
Pen.
Zachary Quinto.
Down, Macuga.
Zach Quinto from Pittsburgh.
That's true.
Zachary Quinto.
Wow.
I don't think Macuga could ever miss a question of anything related to Pittsburgh.
That's correct.
All right, here we go.
Greatest city in these
Last
United
one.
States.
Last
Something.
one.
All right,
Something.
romantic comedies. What is the name of Macuga's uncle's bar in Pitt? Sorry, I read the wrong one.
Oh, it's a place for romance and comedy.
Romantic comedies in The Devil Wears Prada. What
Great
star
movie.
of TV's The Mentalist plays Christian Thompson, a handsome writer that Anne Hathaway's character sleeps with during her trip to Paris? Scandalous things happen in France every time I visit.
Have you ever been
Funny
there?
story
never been
about
there.
this actor. I saw him at a bar.
5,
And he ordered from the waitress, and I said,
4,
"Shouldn't you know what
3,
she's going to ask?"
Asleep, but it had a
2,
nice end there.
1. Pens down, Scarpino.
Nobody knows that guy's name.
Does Macuga know it?
Simon Baker.
That's correct.
Damn
Macuga
it.
knew his name.
Wow. Macuga takes over. This is Macuga of old here. We haven't seen this Macuga in probably
My
6,
mom
7
watches
months.
The Mentalist. That's the
Macuga
only reason I
kind
know.
of breaking rank with what's happening because now he's one ahead of Scarpino. I thought these guys were friends, Christian. All of a sudden, a rift has formed here.
This is my nightmare.
We have 1 point.
nightmare,
1
Mark.
point here. So now we get to round number 2. Mark, how's it work?
In round number 2, affectionately known as the wheel round, each competitor gets a spin at that there wheel. Each wheel slice contains 6 questions of varying degrees of difficulty. Each question is worth 2 points. If you're not sure of the answer, you can check the multiple choice, at which point the value of the question goes down to 1. Keep in mind, competitors, there is stealing available in round numero dos.
So, Macuga, you have a 1 point lead here over Nick. Do you want to spin the wheel first, or do you want to go second?
I think Nick's here in LA and be the gentleman. I'm letting him spin first.
Thank you, sir.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Scarpino's going to
You're
go.
a gentleman and a scholar.
Do you think this lasts for 3 rounds? Do you think they eventually start yelling at each other?
No, this isn't Dagnino.
Listen to it. Feel it.
Macuga's been in some
Listening to
high
the
Constant through all
He's trying
these
to-
years has been
Yeah.
baseball.
But
He's
Macuga's
being
been in some
urged on.
high-profile matches.
And the spin.
He's rooting for the Black Swan.
Good spin.
He wants Hathaway.
He wants Portman.
Yeah.
The easier
Will he
chant
get
is
Natalie?
Portman. Why do we go with Natalie?
Actually, he doesn't have quite enough momentum.
And you're
To
gonna
get there, he's going to get
directors.
directors.
Do you want to stick with directors or spin again? He's going to listen to the
Girls
crowd.
want you to spit. I think
The very Price
there's
is
a lot
Right
of
of
directors out
Scarpino.
there.
Here's the spin. Oh, he's doing it
Oh,
again.
that's a nice spin right there.
Now another Natalie chant.
Never heard before. Here is the
No,
Natalie
we got a
chant.
street chant.
It's
before,
easier
never
to
know.
chant Portman.
You can chant Portman.
Portman.
Not going to be
yeah.
Portman, but it could be.
Portman.
Oh, action
Coming of
adventure.
age. Coming of age.
Coming of age movies, Scarpino will have to stick with that. Christian, I will defer to you as to who you want to ask the questions to.
Okay. That was amazing.
You like that?
All the way
Can't
around.
see
That was
anyone.
good.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and ask Nick?
Coming of age movies. Nick Scarpino, your first question. What seminal drama marked the first movie of Ice Cube
Boys in
in
the
an acting
Hood.
role?
Boys in the Hood.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Juice, B, Boys in the Hood, C, Menace to Society, D, Straight Outta Compton?
Can you repeat those one more time, please?
Is it A, Juice, B, Boys in the Hood, C, Menace to Society, or D, Straight Outta Compton?
I'm going to say juice.
That is incorrect, Josh Macuga.
I'll say Boys in the Hood.
Give him a point.
Point. Macuga taking a steal.
What was he in Boys in the Hood?
He was the brother who was the gangster. Remember?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Juice was way too late. That was not the guess.
I thought it was
Doughboy,
right.
wasn't it?
Doughboy.
Yeah.
Correct. Doughboy.
I was going to say New Jack City, but
Question 2.
makes it all of them.
Your next question in the movie Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Shot in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Should have stuck with directors.
Who played Charlie's English teacher and mentor, Mr. Anderson?
Son of a... Give me multiple choice, please.
Is it A. Dylan McDermott, B. Tom Savini, C. Paul Rudd, or D. Nicholas Braun?
I'm going to go with Paul Rudd on this.
Give him a point. Got it.
Well done. I didn't even know the other 3 actors.
I don't know what that movie is. I just like Paul Rudd. He's great.
Your next question.
Good in Ant-Man.
In 1987's Adventures in Babysitting, what actor is credited as playing Thor, the truck driver?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Well, how does he know that? What a random
It's my wife's
nugget
favorite movie.
of trivia there.
She loves that movie. Chicago, shot Chicago. John Hughes.
Woo! Midwest.
Nick Scarpino, your last question. You've achieved a lead on Josh Macuga, a feat only done by 17 other competitors. Who directed Joseph Gordon-Levitt in
Mark
500 Days of Summer?
Mark Webb.
2 more points for Nick Scarpino, and all of a sudden Macuga is looking up at
Also
Nick
Spider-Man.
Scarpino.
Amazing Spider-Man.
That was 499 days too many, in my opinion.
All right, Macuga, you're up on the wheel.
Wheel.
Macuga's going to now spin, and Macuga has had great luck in the past here, too. I mean, he was known in 2016. He had a wonderful
A
run.
little dance that he's
He
got.
beat JTE.
Up
in a
Also
memorable
from
match.
Pittsburgh, the
There we go.
Charleston.
There's the spin.
Did you know Josh has 10 minutes of stand-up based
Get
on 500 Days of Summer?
The dancing.
Oh, there's Scarpino getting in there, too. These guys, shocking to hear they've been laid. And we are about to get to the slice that he spun. Is it going to be opponent's choice? Look out, Christian! Oh, no! Okay, Christian, what does Scarpino do here? Because they've been so friendly, so now Scarpino does have the option to give his buddy
Natalie.
a good way.
Natalie.
He's going to go Portman! He's going Portman!
Natalie.
All right, he wants Natalie Portman. Okay.
You can't spin it again. He's going to go to Natalie Portman. Wow.
This is everything that it was billed to be.
I don't know if this is a good or bad category. I just really
I
like
don't
Natalie
either.
Portman.
All right.
Just ask a bunch of questions about
Leon the
beautiful-
professional.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You go.
Beautiful people.
All right, here we go. Macuga, your
Beautiful girls.
your
Thank you.
first question. A Natalie Portman film. Who directed Natalie in Leon, the Professional?
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, man.
Said he wanted.
You know, this is like,
I gotta think about this.
I'm going to need multiple choice.
5, 4.
Multiple
He went to
choice.
multiple.
Oh, you're okay. A. Luc Besson. B. John Woo. C. John Frankenheimer. D. Catherine
Hey.
Bigelow.
As much as I love the name John Frankenheimer, it's Luc Besson.
For 1 point. All right.
I knew it.
Clap for him.
Directed by John Frankenheimer.
All right, I got it.
It's a great name for like movie commercials. It doesn't matter what the movie is. Slappy in the Egg, directed by John Frankenheimer.
Natalie's character lives with epilepsy in what film?
Garden State.
There you go.
Okay.
Ah,
Good point.
She got that
Shot in
okay.
Pittsburgh.
No girl ever looked finer in a helmet than Natalie Portman.
Pittsburgh, Garden State.
Okay.
Yeah, Garden State.
All right. Released in 2005, what was the first film for which Natalie Portman received her first Oscar nomination?
Oh. You said 2005. Can you repeat the question?
That's your first one. Released in 2005, what was the first film for which Natalie Portman received her first Oscar nomination?
V for Vendetta came out in 2005.
I'm going to need multiple choice on this one.
A. Garden State. B. Closer. C. Paris Thème. D. The Darjeeling Limited. Darjeeling Limited. Excuse me.
The Darjeeling Limited.
Darjeling Limited. I can't
Around there
Limited.
for Christian Harwell.
Let me do it
The
again.
Darling Limited, ladies and gentlemen.
I said Darjeeling, whatever.
The Darth Maul Limited.
The
Yep, you got
Darjeeling.
it there, big guy.
Darjeeling Limited. Now you fucking guess what it is.
I think it's Closer.
And you'd be right.
He's got a lead.
Great movie.
Back
Great
in
movie.
the lead.
I'm going to
Clive Owen's never been
dock
sexier.
him 3 points
Clive
for mocking. All right,
Except
here we
he
go.
tried to
And
do
your last
surgery
one.
on himself
Last
and
question.
the Nick.
Natalie Portman describes what comedy title character as almost too good looking during a short cameo?
Whoa.
Almost too good. Short cameo, almost too. I'm going to need multiple choice on this one.
A. Zoolander. B. Scott Pilgrim. C. Austin Powers. D. Ron Burgundy.
D?
I'm gonna say Zoolander.
1 point
Yes.
for Macuga. Okay.
He was a big fan of the first Zoolander.
You know what?
I am.
He's got himself a 2-point lead here going
Yes, he
into
does.
the third round. And now, Mark, how's the third round work?
In round number 3, we are going to get a series of 3 numbers from each competitor, ranging from 1 to 20. Jeff's going to get your numbers first. Each number corresponds to a movie category up here at the answer desk. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your second question is worth 3 points. And your last question, should we make it that far, is worth 5 points. Joshua Hercules, what 3 letters / numbers would you like?
I'm gonna go Jerome Bettis 36, Louis Lips 88, and Greg Lloyd 95.
None of those are from 1 to 20.
I would also like
unfortunate.
95.
I'm gonna go 3, 9, 19.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Great numbers. If I
Scarpino.
do say so
I'm going to
myself.
go 13,
Whoa.
14,
Ooh.
15.
All right, so here we go. We start with
Don't mix it up. Keep it tight. Keep it tight.
Scarpino. Nick gets a 2-pointer here to tie the game and send it back to Macuga. Category new releases.
Ooh.
New releases.
Clear the mechanism.
Who voiced the Boss Baby in, you guessed it, the Boss Baby?
Alec Baldwin.
2 points, ties it
Whoa.
up, throws it back to Macuga.
You're a big fan of that movie.
I like that movie.
Second
Wasn't it
only
good?
to
Yeah,
Rock
good.
Dog that year.
Yeah,
I watched 10 minutes of
Macuga
him playing.
has
Didn't like
category 3.
Josh Macuga, we go to you for 2 points and the lead.
Ooh.
Your question is from the category of 1930, 80.
Whoa. All right.
Who plays Goose in Top Gun?
Oh man.
Now kill.
Oh, Anthony Edwards.
2 points.
I was
gonna say
concerned
Michael.
about
I was
that.
gonna say Michael Anthony Edwards, and then
I was going to say Anthony Hopkins. That would have been
and then
amazing.
Michael Anthony Hopkins. Yes.
We're going back to Scarpino for his 3-pointer. Christian.
You chose 14 for your 3-pointer. Category of sports.
Home run, touchdown.
My
field
least favorite category.
All right. Who played the manager of the Oakland A's in Moneyball?
Brad Pitt.
Philip Seymour
Incorrect.
Hoffman.
Incorrect.
The most confident I've ever seen an incorrect
The
answer.
only person he knew in the movie, Brad Pitt. It was actually.
It
Philip
wasn't
Seymour-
Jonah Hill.
It was Philip Seymour Hoffman.
was the manager.
No, he was the
You're thinking the
manager.
owner. All right, so now it comes down to the 5-pointer. Now, if Scarpino hits it, it goes back to Macuga. But if he misses it, Josh Macuga will have his
always
first
used to be
victory since defeating Tom Dagnino of last year. All right, here we go.
Right, Dick.
All right, it's the truth.
Okay.
What do we do? 15. Category 15. You chose Tom Hanks movie.
The answer is Brad Pitt.
Tom. All right. In the
Philadelphia.
Green Mile.
Sorry.
In the Green Mile, who plays the prison warden, Hal Morse?
James Cromwell. James Cromwell. James Cromwell.
5. Being up 4. 3.
I'm going to say Gary Sinise.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen,
It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet.
Scarpino left it all out there. You can see the exasperation. You can see the exhaustion.
Yeah, the answer was James Cromwell.
James Cromwell. He can talk to pigs and he can walk someone down a Green Mile. Macuga coming over to console his buddy after his loss.
But Macuga, who
James Gone. Well,
Oh, was it? Now he's throwing some shade, Christian. I don't know how these post-game
it.
interviews are going to go.
did the Wildberries dance, almost did it right out the door, but he didn't. But Macuga's back here. He's 8-8. He got himself back to 500. Now the question is who he's going to play next. But and Macuga just ate it.
You got to take the wheels.
Macuga just ate it. All right.
that chair comes hot.
It comes in hot. A couple people almost ate it, and Macuga did eat it. So that's a blooper for the patrons. All right, so now we also, Nick Scarpino now, 0-3. What does he do next? We're going to have to find out as we talk to Brianne Chandler, who is with both Scarpino and Macuga together. Here we go.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans and patrons? I'm Brianne Chandler here with first place finisher Josh Macuga and second place finisher Nick Scarpino.
Come on.
In place. He lost.
That's also known as second place.
Oh, right.
Yes,
Got it.
I'm trying to change the verbiage here, you know.
Got it. That's smart. It's less
Yes.
bullying, less cyberbullying.
Here's what I liked. Okay, Nick, here's what I really liked. I enjoyed that you
I
both.
wanted that Patreon belt. I wanted it back.
There's no
the
Patreon belt.
There is a
Wait.
Patreon belt. I'm making it.
Are you making it?
No, I'm not.
Can I have it?
Yeah, sure. I'll give it to you.
I love how in sync you guys both were when you came out for your entrances.
Mm-hmm.
Both had that arm through the curtain as the first thing. Did you coordinate that?
No, we're just no. We just great minds think alike, and
Listen.
we have great forearms.
You know,
Listen.
listen.
Show them your forearms. Show them the babies.
Show me things.
You know how it goes. Listen, don't work out any other muscle in your body, just your forearms. That was Lou Ferrigno's choice. That was Schwarzenegger's choice. That was Stallone's choice. They're big forearm guys. But I feel like I'm digressing here. What the people know is that Hugh Jackman may be in the movie The Greatest Showman, but the greatest showmen in the history of the Schmoedown are Nick Scarpino and Josh Macuga. If you wanted us in every match, we would do it, and we would still score about the same. Now listen, are we the greatest competitors? No, but we are hands down the most entertaining. That's why the Northern Berries will join forces with the Wild Berries at some point down the line for a three-way team live match, live from Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Hall.
4,000 people, all the belts, none that we wear, just from friends that bring belts.
Wow, this bromance is bigger than when Christian met Dino's Pizza.
Yes.
I don't even know what to do with this bromance. Okay, Nick, I gotta know. 0-3. So are you? I mean, are you gonna keep doing
this? Of losses, wins and losses. It is efforts and better efforts.
The thing is that I had a great time today. As you guys know, I'm one of the most requested people to come back to LA. People love me, back by Papa Man. And I got to hang out with two of my favorite people, Josh and the big man up there. The big man up there.
Big man up there.
Christian.
Okay. I was thinking something completely different.
Not God.
Now you're at 8-8.
Yeah, solid 500. I feel like my whole life, 16 matches. My whole life has been about 500. Some wins, some losses, some knockouts. All that combined to make me probably the greatest competitor that's ever been at 500 in the history of the movie Trivia Schmoedown.
So what's next for you?
Well, listen, I think that my heart was stepped on and I was betrayed by a little guy by the name of Cody Hall. He may be 27 in years, but he's 18 in vision. And when I come in at a solid 500, 8-8, 552 points scored in the history of the Schmoedown, they are all coming for Cody Hall. We had a fantasy thing together, we had a great life planned, and you went and threw it all away.
Cody, you suck.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
You suck, Cody.
So look out, Cody Hall.
Look out, Cody Hall.
But before that, we're gonna see the Wildberries versus the Real Rejects March 15th
Live
at the L Portal.
Woo!
So join us for that. Thank you so much for joining us. Back to you guys.
Berries, Northern Berries, Miss Movie.
Natalie Portman. Natalie.
As you could imagine, it was pretty wild back there. No pun intended. Macuga calling out Cody Hall, saying he doesn't like where he went with Lon. The fact that he
I was surprised to see that. Yeah, some anger in his eyes.
Will it happen? We do not know. We'll have to see. All right, and so cops are shaking his head. Can't believe that happened, and that I didn't.
He's so upset. He's still got the competitive fire Copster does, and he infuses all of that in the glares he gives us during the shoot.
Right. Okay, so that's it. That's the match so far between Scarpino and Macuga. It was everything I thought it would be. It was crazy. It was a good match. They knew a lot of the same things.
Yeah, I liked watching it. It was such an entertaining match. But these guys do know some stuff about movies, and I'm happy to say between the two of them, they have accumulated 8 victories in the Schmoedown.
Yeah, well, that's very true. Okay, so now that is the first match here. Again, for all you patrons, you got to see this match 1 week early. And for everyone else, get ready because now you've waited the week, you've got the match, and now you're going to have Mcweeny versus Bibbiani. It's coming up in just a few.
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and here we go. It's the Schmoedown Breakdown.
And your winner!
Macuga's performance today is the best of his entire career. He missed just one question on the day. As for Scarpino, who's faced strong performances in his previous 2 matches, fell victim once again to a stellar performance from his opponent. Macuga cruised to a 15-13 victory. Now, Scarpino hovered right around his lifetime average of 68% by answering 10 of 15 in this match. But Macuga's play today cannot be overlooked. After missing the first question of the match, he went on to answer the next 13 in a row, including a steal opportunity. Today's appearance ties him with JTE for the most singles matches at 16, and coincidentally, both now have records of 8-8. For all things Schmoedown stats, go to ST Rundown Stats on Twitter, and don't forget the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on iTunes and YouTube. This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
I had a lot of anger
anger in me last year. It was a rough time in Beastland, and the time away from the Schmoedown has given me an opportunity to reflect and relax and come to terms with the beast within. So you're gonna see a new kind of beast here in the Schmoedown this season.
I'm hungry this year. I want to start setting up competitors, people that I have to go head to head with, people that are going to push me and challenge me. I think this is a really good place to start. I'm going to make my mark this season, and I'm going to leave a wake of bodies in my trail.
That's Mark Riley. We're giving Christian and Mark a little bit of a break. So go back, have some crafty. Sometimes I'm honored to be around you, but because of that jacket, it's so cool. I'm glad to see you.
Well, I'm glad to see you too, Mr. Knapsack. It's good to have you here. This version.
What do you think about that first match? Josh Macuga, Nick Scarpino.
Good match. It was a good match. Good to see the Wildmen back in the ring. Good to see Nick Scarpino back in the ring. And Macuga looked pretty good there for coming back in. You know, I know he's a part of the Wildberries who have yet to win, but there it is. But Macuga was back. They have the fans, and Macuga pulls out the victory.
And of course, you would have seen that match, Macuga, Scarpino, a week early. Special on Patreon. If you're a Patreon supporter, you can go to patreon.com/Schmoedown to support and get wonderful rewards like that, Mark Riley. But speaking of rewards, Mark Riley, we have a reward here. Main event time. Drew Mcweeny, the Godfather, versus William the Beast Bibbiani.
Two titans of the Schmoedown. Bibbiani has had some missteps. He was anointed the next champion, but he's faltered a little bit, and Drew Mcweeny is a force to be reckoned with. So this should be two interesting people taking on the Schmoedown.
Right, and, growl, William Bibbiani, I know what you're saying. When you get anointed early, that brings its own pressure, but I still think he is one of the reasons people tune in. He is such a force, such a personality, and both these guys have some comments right now.
Hey everybody, growl, missed you. You in the back, you there, nice shirt. I had a lot of anger in me last year. It was a rough time in Beastland, and I think the time away from the Schmoedown has given me an opportunity to reflect and relax and come to terms with the beast within.
I gotta admit, I kind of went away at the end of last season looking at some wounds and thinking about how I had approached the season. And I think the difference was after that team tournament and after I competed with Sam and I really got a taste for how to play this game well, I realized that I had been kind of floating through the singles stuff and having fun and, racking points up and stuff, but I did not take it seriously. So I went away and I kind of thought about it, and I'm hungry this year.
We were considered the next big thing together. I think it's because we look exactly the same. But, last year kind of didn't quite go the way anyone expected. So I think we're both really, really glad to be facing off against each other now, where there's a little less pressure, where neither of the competitors are JTE. So this is a good environment. This is a relaxed environment. I'm going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to face Drew. Ooh.
I think think there's been some expectation for Bibbiani and I to go head to head, and I think part of that is because he looks like a clone of mine that someone stopped making halfway through. But I think also it's because he brings a lot of knowledge to the table, and that is clearly something where it then comes down to the game, and it then comes down to how quick you are with recalling things and pulling things up, and that's where I think I have him. I've been watching Bibbiani's matches, and I think he gets in his own head. And if he doesn't, I'll get in his head for him.
Oh, man. Jeez, I don't even know if I can do one of my patented giant intros. I think I just might just pop out this time. I think I'll just pop out. It's fine.
When I accept a match this year, that is the same thing as me putting a hit out on somebody. If they get in my way, they're going down. Because this season, I'm serious about this. I want a belt. I would love a team belt. Maybe I'll just take Sam's, and then he can share one with me as well. We'll see what happens.
All right, there you hear it. Game time. Game time. This is like unmovable object versus like the unmovable object. That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Right?
These guys know their stuff. This is going to be a barn burner. I can tell. I can't wait to see this thing get started.
All right, a little tail of tape action. The Godfather, Drew Mcweeny, you know his strengths. It's basically everything. But classics, 80s, 90s. I mean, there's nothing this guy doesn't know. 70s.
Jeez.
But, the same could be said for the Beast, William Bibbiani. Classics, Oscars, directors. These are two well-rounded competitors. So, with that said, Mark, are you ready?
I'm ready to see these two in action. Let's get it started.
Then it's time for the Movie Trivia Schmoedown! Introducing first, with a record of 3 wins and 3 defeats and 1 knockout, representing the Growling Commandos, here is William the Beast Bibbiani!
We're waiting for Bibbs. Not here.
The music?
Yeah, the music's playing.
Is Adam Smith, Cody Hall? Cody just presses buttons randomly. I don't think he does. Can I get someone from, did you eat across the street today, too? I've done that. We'll just wait. Can I get like a commissioner? Okay. Can we, Copster, can you get a bag? Copster, can you? Looks like Mark Riley has died. I'm going to need to notify his next of kin, but you know what? I'm here to announce, finally, I get the opportunity to do the, what is...
I already made the funeral arrangements for Mark Riley, and
send his widow a corsage.
No, he's going to be all right. Fortunately, I don't know how. We've got great doctors here at the Schmoedown.
But are you here to tell me who's going to announce next to me, or?
Yeah, I do. You want me to announce who's coming in?
Please let me know. Is Emma coming?
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Ken's replacement, the true commissioner and former champion, Christian Hall. That's me. That's me.
Can we get?
That's
a funny joke, but I don't want to be in a confined space with you.
Would you like to leave?
No, I'd like. All right, let's just call.
Let's just do this. Okay,
could you
I'll
do the
intro
then?
Well, you did the intro to Bibbiani, and you got my friend killed, so I'm going to go ahead and do the next one. And his opponent, representing Above the Line, part of the 2017 Rookie Team of the Year. He is also the 2017 Team Ultimate Schmoedown winner with a record of 3 wins, 2 defeats. He is the Godfather, Drew Mcweeny. Yes, there's Drew. He's coming out. is a match. This is a pay-per-view battle that we've got going on here. The two of these guys, people thought this would be a championship match at one point. We got them now. I feel treated.
Titans of film journalism and trivia. This is going to be a treat indeed. Well, take it away.
All right, I'm ready to go here. Round number 1 works like this. The competitors will have 8 questions, 1 point apiece, 15 seconds to answer the questions. When it is their turn, they will show their whiteboard to the camera, say it at the same time, and that's about it. So Ken, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Then, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
Can I just say, hang on, can I just say one thing? You didn't ask if we were ready.
Are you ready?
We didn't, I didn't even get all of the rules.
He's always trying to game the system. He's trying. I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, come on.
All right. Well, how many times you played this game?
This would be the 18th.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah. So, and see, Drew's smiling because he's a nice person. All right, here we go. All right. So, do you really need more of the rule break?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right. So, you ready to go, my lovely?
Yes.
You are.
I am now.
Drew, you ready to go?
Oh my God, good to go.
All right, then how about this? Then let's get ready to Schmoedown! All right, number 1, this is the category of animated. Prince Philip is the prince from what Disney animated classic?
In some cultures, I'm considered royalty.
Okay.
That doesn't impress you?
No, not really.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I ignored you for that first part of it. I'm sorry. 5,
Sleeping
4,
Beauty?
3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. Drew.
Sleeping Beauty?
Sleeping Bee.
Sleeping Bee.
I can't give it to you.
Okay.
Sleeping Bee.
But I had Sleeping Beauty.
You did.
And I spelled it out.
Remember, don't forget about repeat the questions if you can't get your answers down in time. But Sleeping Bee, I can't give it to you.
AKA the stalling for time rule.
Okay, so again, remember, you can use the repeat if you can't get the answer down in the 15 seconds.
See what I mean about repeating the rules?
Okay.
Okay.
So, fantasy sci-fi is your second question, Ken.
All right, guys. Name the actress that starred opposite Harrison Ford and Daniel Craig as Ella in Jon Favreau's 2011 sci-fi western Cowboys and Aliens. Right. I saw an alien once.
Well, nice person.
Yeah. We had a good time. We shared Del Taco.
Good. 5.
Can you repeat the question?
Name the actress that starred opposite Harrison Ford and Daniel Craig as Ella in Jon Favreau's 2011 sci-fi western Cowboys and Aliens.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bibbs.
Olivia Wilde.
Correct. Drew.
I am not having a day. It's Famous Jansen.
Okay, so Drew down here. 0-2 here.
She would have been good at it, though.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
She wasn't there.
No.
Dramas. Dramas is your next category. Who directed 2008's The Wrestler? So far, Bibbiani coming out strong here with a 2-point lead over The Godfather.
I thought that was a documentary for a long time.
What's that, The Wrestler?
Yeah.
On your life? 5, 4,
very true.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Drew.
That would be Darren Aronofsky.
That's correct. He's on the board. And
Darren Aronofsky.
Still perfect after 3. So 3-1 here as we get to the next question.
Question 4. Category is horror thriller. In what 90s horror film will you hear the quote, "Do you like scary movies?"
Bibbiani.
I didn't write it. It was some kid intern in St. Louis.
Now, if you watch Bibbiani's interview, he's a liar. Because he said he wasn't gonna question anything. He was just gonna play the game. But he's already yelling at everybody. 5, 4.
Murder gives me confidence.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, and Bibbs. I hope you get the score.
Scream.
You got it right. Okay. And
that would be Scream.
That was Scream. Okay. 4-2. Bibbiani still perfect.
Perfect so far. Yes.
Action adventure is your next category for question number 5. Who played Jane Porter Clayton in 2016's The Legend of Tarzan?
I once fell from a tree while screaming. That's close enough to what the movie's plot was about, right?
Yes.
Margot Robbie.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drew.
That would be Margot Robbie.
That would be correct. Bibbs.
That would also be Margot Robbie.
Ah, okay. So look at Bibbiani.
Is it Robbie or Roby?
Robbie.
Robbie.
That's what the people say. Okay, here we go.
All right, guys, 6th question. The category is movie release dates. All right.
Here's where it ends.
By 3 was released in what year?
2007.
Not having confidence.
No. Memory does not serve here.
No, not that
All
one.
right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bibbs.
2007?
That's right.
correct.
Yes.
And
Hold it up.
Mcweeny.
I have 2007.
He has it.
That's
okay.
correct. All right.
6-4 though.
It's
This is
still
the
perfect.
battle that we're looking for. All right, here's your next question, guys. Oscars. Which one of the following 1989 films was not nominated for Best Picture? Dead Poets Society, Field of Dreams, or Born on the 4th of July?
You want to go outside and have a catch?
I would love to. That'd be nice.
All right, let's go.
See you later.
Nice trick.
Nice.
Dead
5,
Poets Society?
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Bibbs.
Field of Dreams?
I said Bibbs, and that's
You
correct.
said Bibbs.
I did.
Okay.
That is incorrect.
Incorrect.
And true.
Then I also have it wrong.
It was Born on the 4th of July. Born on the 4th of July.
All right, guys. Final question. This is a Patreon question. The following question comes to you from Patreon supporter Jake Hammer.
Thank you, Jake.
So thank you, Jake, for supporting the show. The category is comedies. What comedy legend starred as Cardinal Glick in Kevin Smith's Dogma?
Drew's looking to pick up some ground here. 5, 4,
Opportunity.
3, 2, 1. Drew.
That would be George Carlin.
That's right.
Correct. And Bibbs.
That would also be George Carlin.
Oh, so
right.
Bibbs gets it. Bibbs only missed one. Continuing that
Nice round.
Thank you,
William
sir.
Bibbiani has proven that he is one of the best in the first round. He has a second. It's the third round that we're going to have to find out if he comes to play, and he can hear
Screw
me.
you
so-
too, Christian.
There we go.
Screw you too.
All right. Normally in sports, the players can't hear you, but
Yeah,
this
we're
is a different.
a little farther up.
All right, here we go. Round number 2, the wheel will come out. The competitors will spin the wheel. They can choose to spin away from the first category if they don't like it, unless, of course, it lands on opponent's choice. But each one is worth 2 points. Unless they go to multiple choice, then it's worth 1 point. You can steal from your opponent in this round. Remember the repeats. Remember the JTE rules. You can steal, and you have 15 seconds. Bibbs, you are up right now. Would you like to go first?
I'm gonna go first.
You're going to go first. Go for it.
Putting that pressure on your opponent. That's something I like going first.
Bibbiani is great at that. He has been notoriously amazing in both the first and second round. So can he
Does
deliver?
the reverse spin. It's how he used to throw lawn jarts before they were made illegal.
I like
before
that.
guns.
Look, and it worked again for him.
Spinner's choice.
He did it. What's he
Wow.
going to get here? What do you go for? You're going for horror, right? I'll ask the questions in the realm of horror.
Good, because he's harder on you than he is me.
This is the truth. Okay. Bibbs, you got 4 questions in the realm of horror. Question 1. A businesswoman is pursued by a psychopath after being locked in a parking garage on Christmas Eve in what 2007 film?
It's Pete 2.
That's 2 points
2
for
points.
Bibbs. Question number 2. 2001's The Others is set following the end of which war?
Cold War?
World War I?
It's incorrect.
It's the Civil War.
It's incorrect.
Nope.
World War II.
Nope.
World War II.
All right.
So they still had a chance there. Question 3.
Couldn't do it.
Whose directorial debut was the original The Last House on the Left?
Wes Craven.
2 points.
Yeah.
Okay. In 1999's Stir of Echoes, Olivia Douglas hypnotizes her brother-in-law, Tom, played by whom?
It's Ileana Douglas, and she hypnotizes Kevin Bacon.
You son of a bitch. 2 points is correct. All right, so it is 13-5 as now Drew gets to go here. Spin the wheel, Drew, and let's see what Drew can get. He needs to catch up. Bibbiani, again, does what he does. He has a nice second round, has a great first round, gets himself an 8-point lead here.
Got his category. Only missed one. Good.
Yeah, you know Drew's looking for 80s here.
Good spin. Spin is in. Spin is in there. Solid spin. I love that rotation. Round and round it goes, making me dizzy.
We got to trademark that
Hypnotized.
spin is in thing.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Uh-oh. Where's it going? Oh, he might hit it. He might hit it. Oh, Westerns.
Westerns.
Probably not a thing that he's not too bad.
I don't know. I wouldn't. Look at that beard. That looks like a good Western beard.
You're going to go
He's
for it.
going to stick with
He's
it.
going for it. All right. Westerns is where we go here with Drew Mcweeny.
All right. Drew, 4 questions in this category.
Yeehaw.
Yippee-ki-yay. What classic American actor, most well known for his heroic roles, played the villain in Sergio Leone's Once Upon a Time in the West?
Henry Fonda.
That's correct for 2
Seriously?
points.
There you go.
Clint Eastwood plays a former lawman who hunts down the men who left him to die after accusing him of rustling a herd of cattle in what 1960s Western?
That would be Hang 'em High.
That's correct. 2 more points.
There you go.
All right. We have got the third question here. Third question. John Wayne teams up with what Hollywood legend to steal a large shipment of gold in 1967's The War Wagon?
I'm going to go for multiple choice.
A. Dean Martin. B. Kirk Douglas. C. Jimmy Stewart. D. Paul Newman.
B? B?
5, 4, 3,
I'm going to go for B.
2.
That's correct. Kirk Douglas. 1 point.
Wow.
Final question here in this round. What actor starred as the title character in the 1966 spaghetti western Django and also made a cameo appearance in Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained?
The man, Franco Nero.
That is correct.
And
2
look
points.
at that, Drew McWeeny within 1, and this is what we were hoping to get. Round number 3, the competitors will pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20. They will have a 2-pointer, a 3-pointer, and a 5-pointer to close it out. All right, Bibbiani, you go first. Please pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
All right, we're going to crowdsource this. What number should I pick? 4. We heard a 4.
All right.
A 5.
4, 5,
7.
4, 5, and 7. He's
Drew.
got no one to blame but the
We're going to do
audience.
9,
Right.
3, and 12.
9, 3, and 12. All right, so Drew's going to try to take the lead here with the first question. Ken, go.
All right, your first question. You chose number 9. Your 2-point question will be in the category of classics. Classics, something you've shown a strength of in before. 2 points. Name the 1962 movie with the following characters: Prince Faisal, Sheriff Ali, and Auda Albi Tai.
It's Auda Albutai, and he is a river to his people in Lawrence of Arabia.
Correcting me, that's I take that correction. I'm learning from a master.
That's right. Drew McWeeny goes up here, and now we get to the Beast, who has now picked number 4. And that's disaster films. Which year saw the release of the disaster film 2012?
2012?
The film 2012 came out in which year?
2012?
Oh, that is incorrect. 2009. 2009.
It was a warning. It was a warning for mankind.
Do you have are you challenging that question?
No, I'm not challenging that question.
Okay.
It's just a stupid
Stupid
thing.
It's a stupid
thing.
All right, so
You can see where I was coming from.
now we get to your number 5. Your number 5, 90s movies. 90s movies. Okay. In 1994's The Pagemaster, young Richard befriends 3 anthropomorphic books. Name one of the 3 that he befriends.
The name of the book, not the actors.
The type of book.
Adventure?
That's 1. These are horror, adventure, or fantasy. He got it for 3 points. Now we bounce back to
Voiced by the great Patrick Stewart.
Drew McWeeny.
All right,
Yes, sir.
Drew, for your 3-point question, you chose the number 3. Number 3, that corresponds to the category of Oscar movies. 3 points coming in. Stanley Kubrick has been nominated for Best Director 4 times. Name 2 of the movies he was nominated for.
Here's my Oscar blind spot. I'm going to go for
5,
Clockwork Orange
3,
and
2.
2001.
That is correct.
Ah,
that is
Drew
correct.
taking the lead. So we come down to the 5-pointer for Bibbiani once again in the 3rd round. If he hits it, it bounces back to Drew, has a chance to win it. But if he misses it, Drew McWeeny will beat Bibbiani. Here we go. Bibbs, number 7. Number 7 is what you picked. 5-pointer here in the realm of biopics. Biopics. Which Oscar-winning actor played Russian revolutionary Leon Trotsky in Frida?
5. Gonna go with
3.
Ben Kingsley.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, the Godfather, Drew Mcweeny. The answer is Jeffrey Rush. Jeffrey Rush. So Drew does it. Bibbiani can't get past the third round curse again. He started up so strong in that first round, the second round, and that third round is just a hump for poor Bibbs there. But man, what a match. That was everything that I was hoping it would be.
You know, these are, like I said, two titans of two industries. Movie trivia, film journalism, and they showed what they know there. Sometimes you just hit blind spots. Maybe Bibbs will get over, what'd you call it, the hump for Bibbs?
Yeah.
That sounds like a hashtag movement we can all get behind. And I really respect both these guys, but Drew really laying it down today.
Yeah, all right. So now we're going to hear from Emma Fife, who is both with Drew Mcweeny and William Bibbiani.
What's up, Movie Trivia Schmoedown fans? Emma Fife here with the victorious Drew Mcweeny. Drew, congratulations on your win today, man.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
Listen, William Bibbiani is a pretty tough competitor.
He made me sweat.
A lot. I mean, and going into round, you got off to a slow start in round 1.
I did. I needed to wake up a little, and fear will do that.
Sure,
Yeah.
absolutely. Fear kicked into gear, and then
that will. The adrenaline starts going, and then the brain goes, "Oh yeah, you're actually in front of a camera.
That's
you
true.
might want to do this now."
Yeah, and then you totally crushed that Western category.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I hate to interrupt. I just want to say, Drew.
Yes, sir.
Good game.
Thank you.
I got you a little something. If you don't mind.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, wait a minute. I know what this means.
Okay. I'd be careful about eating anything that Bibbiani gives you. We all saw what happened to Mark Riley there.
I'll just save this for when I'm playing with my grandkids later.
So, yeah. Anyway, so clearly a very well-earned victory today, if I do say so myself. Now, what is your plan moving forward? You're somebody who has been a really strong competitor in the Schmoedown, and you and Bibbiani have both had some hiccups on the way to really exploiting your own greatness, and today you took a big step towards that. So what's next?
Well, I will say this. I think that the run that I had in Above the Line with Sam really kind of crystallized some things for me, which is it's more fun to win than to lose. And that's a weird thing that I just realized playing with him. So, I plan to win this season. I'm going to be nice about it, and I'm going to come and I'm going to have fun with each competitor, but I will crush them one by one.
I see. So before you get a chance at taking a crack at Sam Levine, if he is in fact still the champion by the time you get through your next competitor, who are you planning on taking on next?
Well, March 15th, they're doing the big live event, and
they are.
I will be watching because I am very curious. I have never gone up against Roca. And I think that would be a lot of fun. I think Roca is somebody that you kind of have to go up against if you're going to be in the league.
Absolutely.
It's sort of a rite of passage. On the other hand, if JTE wins, that'll be good because it's time for me to beat him.
Well, I mean, speaking of, we haven't actually seen you in the Schmoedown since the Spectacular when you and Sam, your partner, tried to take down the Patriots. What's going on with Above the Line? Are you guys still after the Patriots?
Oh, we're just living off all the mad cash we made from that victory and that near victory.
Yes.
It wasn't even, it was just the endorsement deals, really.
Right,
and so,
naturally.
Yeah, we've just been in Vegas living it up.
Oh, good.
I figure at some point we'll get back to it. Maybe.
Okay, perfect. Great. Well, I mean, if you've just been living it up in Vegas, you probably just have lots of time to watch movies on your hotel room TVs.
Team Sexy Ass Beard.
All right, well, excellent. So either JTE or Roca then. Now let me ask you this. We have a match coming up with Sam Levine going up against Rachel Cushing. What are your thoughts?
Well, look, Sam's my team partner.
Of course.
And it's ride or die. Like Sam and I, that is a real partnership. I'm never going to roll on that, but I will say this. Rachel Cushing is scary. And Rachel Cushing is a competitor no one should take lightly. She is absolutely to be feared in this league. So I think Sam is taking it very seriously.
Oh, I assume Rachel is as well, and that will certainly be a compelling match to watch in any case. Well, congratulations to you again, Drew. I always love to see you succeed in
It's
the
always nice to see you,
here.
Emma, and killing it this season.
Well, thank you.
Killing it.
Thank you very much. We will be right back with the Beast, William Bibbiani. And we are back with William the Beast Bibbiani.
Hi.
Now, Bibbs, let me just say something right off the bat. You are one of the best, if not the best, round one competitor in the entire league.
Yeah.
and it just always seems like it's round 3 that you get tripped up. You get dealt a bad hand. I mean, this time you even polled the audience for your numbers.
Yeah.
Do you have any sort of theory as to why this may be?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean, it was a great match. It was a close match, as to be expected. It, of course, came down to the final question. Nobody would have expected it to go any other way, and you had a leg up on Drew Mcweeny in round 1, had a great round 2, and then it just, didn't quite go your way.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, what's your plan moving forward? You gonna focus more on teams? You've got Whitney, you guys are a team, and you did okay when you debuted. I mean, you lost, but it was okay. You still are both know a lot about movies.
Teams.
Okay, maybe gonna make the crossover into a more specialized league, like to maybe take on Inner Geekdom or something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's a real shame to see you like this, William Bibbiani, because I know you were trying to turn over a new leaf, focus less on being arrogant and more on showcasing your skills. And again, you never fail to disappoint every single time you compete here in the Schmoedown. You always put up a great fight. And unfortunately, the fighting doesn't seem to be quite enough. Well, do you have any other comments, future plans, more people you're gonna poison and murder, or well, all right then. My condolences, William Bibbiani. I am sure that we will see you here in the Schmoedown again, even if we're not actually really getting any verbal confirmation from you that is going to be the case. Now back to you, Christian and Ken.
Look, obviously you see Mcweeny there. How about Mcweeny throwing the challenge down to the winner of JTE or Roca? Whoever wins that match there on March 15th. That's going to be the live event, March 15th. The live event between the main event will be John Roca, Little Evil JTE, winner. Apparently, the challenge is out there from Drew Mcweeny. And on the undercard, someone that you saw earlier today on this match, Josh Macuga, he will be teaming up with his partner, Elliot Dewberry, the Wildberries, against the Real Rejects. Look, you hear from Bibbs, and then he's obviously a little disappointed there, too. And then Emma kind of threw it. Would we see more in teams? It looks like Bibbs might throw his focus towards teams. He might want to try to come back in singles. Maybe he goes out for Inner Geekdom. Bibbiani it's all it is with Bibbs right now, it's bad luck, because you look how solid he is as a player. I mean, it's amazing.
Look, I never count out Bibbs.
No.
Look what he did today. He killed a man. He's dangerous
Right.
at all times. So I never count him out. Team singles, he is one of the mainstay players.
No, and listen, right now Bibbs stands at 3-4, but there was another player that was 3-4 and went on a huge run and is now the singles champion of the world, and that's Sam Levine. So and he lost his first match of season 4, and went on to have a big run. I still think Bibbs is going to have a big run this season. Look out for him. And guys, that was the match. Thank you so much for both the Patreon match that you saw earlier today between Scarpino and Macuga, the live event that's happening. Become a patron today. There's so much we have going on, and like I mentioned, March 15th, the live event. It is happening at the El Portal Theater. If you are here, if you are in Los Angeles, if you are not, come on, drive over and come see us. It is the first big live event that we're doing. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It was okay calling the match next to you.
Same here.
I don't understand why a grown man smells like tuna fish, but I'm okay with it. We're going to be fine.
Why just say the same?
That's a reference to a movie.
Oh.
2 points if you get it. All right.
That was nice. Bye.
What's going on, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and the Godfather tames the beast. It's the Schmoedown Breakdown.
Well, another couple of fantastic matches today. Macuga came to play, took out Scarpino and Mcweeny, took care of business defeating Bibbiani. Yeah, Mcweeny, I can't wait to see who he faces, either Roca or JTE. That'll be a great match. I know McWeeny's definitely looking for revenge against JTE. after he defeated him in the singles tournament in the first round last year. So yeah, couple great matches. If you like my reactions, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christopher Woodburn. You can find me on Twitter, ChrisWoodburn83, Facebook, Christopher Michael Woodburn. And if you do Schmoedown reactions, come join the MTS Fan Reaction League. It's a lot of fun. You'll enjoy yourself. So until next time, Mr. Boy C-Dub. Peace.